All right, everybody, we're back for another presentation from the Ebony Star Network. Tonight, it is Dame and the Black Knight. We're going to discuss Kanye West, Candace Owens, and 50 Cent. And so, sit back and enjoy the show. We'll see you on the other side. Okay, Dame, drop it. Black Love. One of my favorite songs, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is me, the Black Knight, and I'm here with none other than my trusty partner in crime, Miss Dame Frankie, aka the Dame. What's going on, Dame?
Oh, not much. How you doing?
Well, I said, your boy done. Uh, I guess he done lost his mind again, huh?
Don't claim. I don't keep trying to put them on me.
That's
No,
your man's in there, right?
that's not my message.
That's
Cut
your
that
man's
out.
in there. Yeah,
Cut that
y'all. We're
out.
gonna get into so Kanye West crap, Candace Owens, and we're gonna top it off with the Deadbeat Dad of the Year. And that's 50 Cent. I gotta admit, that's kind of unique. I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen a son offer to pay his father to spend time with him. Where they do that at? Apparently, Dame is gone loco.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently they do it on social media, cause this
Hmm.
all played out on social media, and uh, you know how
All
to
right,
do.
well, we'll definitely tackle that. Let's first kick this show off, kick it on the road. What's going on, ANT? All right, Dame. Let's get the thing rolling.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Okay, but before we do that, we gotta cover our bases with the
As always.
copyright fair use. All right, everybody. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, oh, y'all know where that's going, comments, yeah, they comment, we all gonna be commenting. News reporting, only for those who don't know. I don't know too many that don't know. Teaching, hopefully we can learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All
Uh,
right, all right. What's going on, Deacon Dave? Does Deacon Dave have a wrench? If he doesn't, remind
uh,
me to give him a wrench
okay.
because we like to have the opposing view. We have to have that, to make things realistic, you know, because we
Mm,
all don't agree on everything in real life. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have some detractors. And plus, they make it more interesting and more fun. I love proving people wrong. But anyway, let's get into this. Uh, all right, then play it, and we're going to give you our take on it. Shout out to
uh,
Hassan Burton.
okay.
Deacon Dave, Aunt T has been with us since the beginning of this channel. She is one of the most decorated and coveted and protected mods in here.
Yeah.
Okay? She is somebody you do not want to say something out of the way to.
Mm-hmm.
You will absolutely get smoked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. And Cheese is one of the head mods in charge.
Exactly. She's like family. She's family to us. She's in our Discord server. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead, Dame. Let's get this thing going.
Okay. All right. All right. So, okay. So
Don't
everybody
worry,
knows.
Deacon. Hold on a second. Don't worry, Deacon. I'm gonna throw you a wrench. I want you to have one because I like the pushback that you provide. Okay, go ahead, Dame.
Okay. So, all right. So, uh, c- uh, the interview with Tucker Carlson and Kanye West. Here we go.
No problem, Auntie.
Tonight, Kanye West, now known as Ye, is one of the best-selling musical artists in the world. He's also in recent years become a celebrated and very highly paid fashion designer. And of course, for a decade, he was well known to TV audiences as an in-law of the Kardashian family. But it's West's latest incarnation as a kind of Christian evangelist that brought us to his office in Los Angeles today for the interview you're about to see. Days ago, during Fashion Week in Paris, West, accompanied by his friend Candace Owens, unveiled a T-shirt that read simply, "White Lives Matter." The response from the fashion industry and international media was instantaneous and uniform: shock, horror, rage. "There is no excuse for this," thundered the New York Times. "West is legitimizing extremism," shrieked Rolling Stone, etc., etc. What was strikingly missing from the coverage, however, was any explanation for why West did this. What was the T-shirt about? No one seemed to think to ask him, much less to listen to what he had to say. Instead, the enemies of his ideas dismissed West, as they have for years, as mentally ill, too crazy to take seriously. "Look away, ignore him. He's a mental patient. There's nothing to see here." But is West crazy? You can judge for yourself as you watch what we're about to show you. He has his own ideas, we can say that. Creative people tend to. That's why they're artists, not actuaries. His freeform social media posts give the impression of a man channeling his rawest emotions right onto Instagram. The effect can be jarring and is often used as ammunition against him in the battle for influence over the minds of America's young people, and that battle is intense. But crazy? That was not our conclusion. In fact, we've rarely heard a man speak so honestly and so movingly about what he believes. But again, you can judge for yourself. Here it is. So you just came from Paris Fashion Week. You just landed, and the lanyard's still on from it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen. I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more Black babies being aborted than born in New York City at this point. That 50% of Black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about people's responses. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
I'm starting.
Okay, so he's at a Paris fashion show, and he's wearing the T-shirt "White Lives Matter," and he's dared to protest abortion because of the Black babies being killed. Shouldn't that more than ever mean he should be wearing Black Lives Matter, or even if it's Black babies' lives matter? Why would he go the whole opposite direction with a White Lives Matter shirt? He be killing me with this screwed
Okay,
up.
look,
Mhm.
look, man, y'all, look, Kanye West is gone, y'all. Okay, and he's been gone for a long time. Ever since his mother died, he has never been the same. I don't think he ever recovered from that. Okay, dude is out of his mind, and I give him credit though. He finds some way to stay relevant, you know, because I had a hard time believing why he was famous because all of his music was whack. I didn't like nothing he made. So, but dude is crazy, and all of this is just to get some attention from the white power structure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, damn.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Auntie said notice how he changed his whole voice to sound so not so Black. Oh no, our Black voices scare white people,
Yeah, well,
especially
you know,
because of supremacist
well,
nature.
yeah, well, yeah, he had a problem with the teacher telling his daughter she was Black. Remember? He had a big problem. He freaked out about that. He didn't want his daughter to know she was Black.
She gonna be in for a surprise when she go out in the world and they keep referring to her as Black.
You don't seem to care about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not dealing with a stable person. I mean, Candace. Look, y'all. Please stop with Candace Owens is a white woman. Okay, let's just get that out there and get that straight. Candace Owens is white.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, she just got a
Mm,
really good tan.
right.
Really, really
She's
good
white.
tan.
Uh, and I mean, he did that to stir up some kind of controversy because he hasn't made any music and he can't even come out with any music right now because it wouldn't sound right. Okay, it wouldn't sound right. It just sound crazy. He's way past his prime. Um, and the way the music is now, he wouldn't even fit in. It wouldn't even make any sense for him to come into music. So he's trying to find a way to stay in the spotlight and remain relevant by doing provocative shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I got a problem with P. Diddy talking about. I mean, he came at Kanye West, but let's face it. P. Diddy got an issue too. I mean, he told Kanye West, "Like I'm talking to you as a black man." Since 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 when is P. Diddy black? When did that happen?
Oh, like I
So
said,
basically, this is coon on coon crime.
yep.
I mean, it's bad when coons call you up and be like, "Yo, you need to chill out, man. You cooning a little bit too hard."
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. How that conversation went on the phone. Yo, Conway, yeah, this Diddy. Hey man, you licking a little bit too hard on that boot, on the master's boot. We just licked the top. You licking all around the heel and the edges and everything. You ain't trying to say nothing for the rest of us coons. What we gonna lick?
Yeah, that's the big question. Why is he wearing that T-shirt? Well, so far what he's saying don't make any sense. That he wore it at the Paris uh, fashion show, but in protection of abortion because all the black babies being killed when 50% of the population is killed through that. I like, then why are you wearing White Lives Matter? Shouldn't yours shirt say Black Lives Matter
Because
or Black
because
Babies
white
Matter?
the reason why he is doing that is because white people are getting the short end of the stick when it comes down to abortion. They're not procreating as much. They are under the replenishment line as far as giving birth to children. So abortion hurts them 100 times worse than anybody else. That's why he's saying white lives matter. He's trying to show white folks that he's down for the cause. Okay?
Hmm. Well, I personally think not all white lives matter to him. I think only white women lives matter to
Well,
him.
well, he wants to be super Negro or super Negro or super Negro or the big N coming in to save the big W. You know?
Hmm. All right. Well, let's see what else he says about why he wore the shirt or had it made or become his fashion brand. Yeah, I think so too, Jody.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this here, right? To me, this is an inexcusable and unforgivable offense. You know, this. Okay, and there are lines you don't cross because once you cross them, things will never be the same. And he crossed one of those lines. Go ahead, play it.
All
You can see why they want to make you be quiet. When did you start to feel this way? When did you start to realize this?
I really felt like, I think I started to really feel this need to express myself on another level when Trump was running for office and I liked him.
Yes.
And every single person in Hollywood, from my ex-wife to my mother-in-law to my manager at that time to, my so-called friends / handlers around me, told me, like, if I said that I like Trump, that my career would be over, that my life would be over. They said stuff like people get killed for wearing a hat like that. They threatened my life. They put my life. They basically said that I would be killed for wearing the hat. I had someone call me last night and said anybody wearing a White Lives Matter shirt is going to be greenlit, and that means that they're going to beat them up if they wear it. And I'm like,
Okay, stop it. Okay, so if you're a black man, why would you wear that hat? Why would you wear that T-shirt? Why? I mean, it's completely disrespectful to your people, both the hat and the T-shirt. So I want to know something. Does he sound like a kid that grew up in a black neighborhood? Damn.
No, I don't think
Listen,
so. Because
let's take a break real quick, okay? Can you play some music? We'll be right back, y'all. Okay. Let's play some music. Play Jaheim and
okay.
What's the name again?
Okay.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Hold on just a second.
Hello?
All right.
Yeah, we're back. All right, so sorry about that, y'all, but we had to get something straightened out real quick. Had a little minor issue, but I think we're ready to go forward now. We should be fine, right, Dane?
Right.
Okay. All right, so listening to the way he speaks now, right? Does it sound like he was a young black boy raised in a black neighborhood?
No. It sounds like he didn't. It's like
It sounds like his white is starting to come out. I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye West really identifies more with white folks than he does with black folks.
Mm-hmm. Well, he keeps hinting that he don't identify. There's little hints here and there that he don't identify closely with black folks.
No, I don't think he does because everybody is pimping black people, but they're pimping our culture. Okay, so he pimped the game, got a little notoriety. Now he's famous, so he don't need black people anymore. So now his true colors are coming out.
Yeah, unfortunately, that seemed to happen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I find it so funny the people that is chastising him for his so-called um, anti-blackness.
I mean, if you were Candace Owens, you couldn't be any more anti-black. And then going on an interview with Tucker Carlson, and then becoming anti-Semitic. I mean, that's really stepping out there. They must have promised him the world.
Yeah. And did you hear how slickly he tried to pull black people into his anti-Semitism, anti-Semitic conversation? Oh, that we the true
That black
that.
people were the true Jews,
Mm-hmm.
not us. See, let me explain something to y'all. There were different generations of black people, different tribes of black people, or what we call black people. Okay, we don't even know what they were called back then. Okay, let's just say melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that we are connected to them. See, we got this notion that just because somebody has melanin in their skin, we are somehow connected to them. And we're no more connected to them than a slinky is connected to a bag of trash or something. I don't know. But here's the thing. You got black people telling you this story about history, about we built the pyramid. We didn't do a damn thing. We didn't build nothing. The people that build those pyramids are not connected with us. They're not our ancestors. They may be of African ancestry, but not our particular ancestry. Okay, I don't understand how could you be saying that we're from West Africa and then say we built the pyramids too.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's just, this is why I hate the conscious community. All this misinformation, this miseducation. You got some fool running around here talking about Pan-Africanism. Understand something. These orators and these YouTube personalities, they don't offer you any real substance. No substance. It's just a bunch of talking. There's no solutions. They don't have any solutions. And all they do is talk about the past. When you put black men's feet to the fire, first thing they come up with is start bringing up names from the past. Marcus Garvey, Fred Hammond, right? Thurgood Marshall. Well, those black men did something in their time. What is today's black men doing in present day? Other than making YouTube videos talking about they hate black women. You have black men becoming famous for disrespecting black women. Does that sound like a Thurgood Marshall to you? Does that sound like a Fred Hammond to you? No, I'm sorry. It's Fred Hampton, right, Dan? Which one is it? Fred, who? Say his name again?
Oh, Fred Hampton.
Right, Fred Hampton. I said Fred Hammond. Does that sound like a Fred Hampton to you? Do you think if Fred Hampton was alive today, you think that he would be on social media saying he hate black women? You think if Thurgood Marshall was alive today, would he be on YouTube talking about he hate black women? Do you think if Malcolm X was alive today that he would be on YouTube talking about the black woman is the least desired? Do you think Dr. King would be on social media talking about how much he hate black women? And so what does today's black man bring you? Guys, the sellouts like Kanye West, super sellouts like Kanye West, Sean Puffy Sean Diddy Combs, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg's a sellout too. How you think he got? How you think he got on? How you think he got that show with Martha Stewart? D.L. Hughley is a sellout. Steve Harvey is a big ass sellout. Martin is a sellout. Will Smith is a sellout. James Earl. I can go on. James Earl Jones is a sellout. Quincy Jones. All these sellouts. And so we supposed to listen to dudes here who speak eloquently about these other men that accomplished something in their time while not accomplishing anything in this time. The very people who are online telling you about these people from the past aren't accomplishing anything in the present.
No.
But I digress.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's continue to see what else he says about these so-called shirts.
You know, God builds warriors in a different way. I don't know if it's because of me being born in Atlanta and growing up on the south side of Chicago that, you know, he made me for such a time like this. It's like with David, you know, he tended to the sheep, but while he was out there, he had to fight all kinds of animals. So when it was time for Goliath to come, he thought because he was a sheep herder that he didn't have the skill set to take down Goliath. And the thing that I have is the position, I have my heart, but the number one thing is we have God on our side. And for the people, even if you don't believe in God, God believes in you.
I had to stop. He's getting this all kind of twisted. David always knew he can handle a Goliath because he always knew about God. You know, because he fought these so-called animals. So the fact that he's saying that David didn't know that he had the skill sets to beat Goliath is a lie. Anybody that reads the Bible know that David was chastising the men in the army that they let a Philistine, you know, scare them into them, and they need to go forward, and that he will go represent that God is with them, you know. So he is twisting the Bible to suit his purpose. You may at some point did not know whatever it is, but you know, you see, they twist.
I wouldn't actually call a rock and a sling a skill set.
Well, if you ever did one of them slings, yeah, it takes a certain amount of skill to be able to.
Well, not really. It takes not really a skill. It's really it's all about aiming.
Yeah, you try aiming a sling that you got to spin around. You got to know when to let that rock loose.
I question if it even happened at all.
Okay.
Because these stories are really okay. So Goliath was supposed to have been 13 feet tall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he probably weighed somewhere close to, 13 feet, maybe 600 pounds, probably. Okay, from what I was told, that he was a huge man, 13, 14 feet tall, right? I really find it hard that a rock took him out like that.
Well, you see, Goliath was so arrogant when he saw David, he took his helmet off. You know, he figured, I'll be able to snap this little punk in two like that.
See, that's another thing. But you see, that's another thing I got a problem with. You're going to tell me somebody that big right? Got a weakness that glaring in the middle of the forehead.
Who said it was at the center of the forehead? You hit
Well,
the
isn't that where
person
he hit
right.
him?
No, it wasn't necessary. They said he hit him in the head. He could have got him in the temple. He could have got him at the bridge of the nose. It just hit his head. There's
I
certain
just,
points that if you hit your head the right way, you can die.
yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
okay, unless The Rock was traveling at the speed of light. I mean, he didn't see The Rock coming. He couldn't. I don't. It just doesn't pan out for me. How far?
Okay.
Wait a minute. How far was he standing? What was the distance? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to kill somebody with a rock in the temple unless it is hurled with tremendous force.
Yes, that's the point of the spinning.
Especially someone that big.
It has nothing to do with bigness. It has to do with the weak points of the body.
Well,
if you hit right in certain areas, you could die.
well,
Yeah, it does.
though
His bones or his head wasn't extra thick.
size does
And no, you don't necessarily see that rock coming
right.
because
Size
you swinging it to get some centrifuges.
right. But what I'm trying to explain to you is
you let it go at the right moment, it's gonna hit pretty fast, pretty hard.
I don't know about that because size does matter. Size does matter, especially when it comes down to your weak points.
Well, did
A
they say
bigger
his
person,
head was
a bigger person can take more shots in the weak spot than a smaller person.
No, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Yes.
No, it's not. Regardless, you don't understand how things work. The body don't work like that. You don't just have the same amount of weakness that a person smaller than you have. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, you do. Unless they say in there that his bones were thicker, his skull was thicker, than any other man at that time, and most of the animals.
Okay, if you throw a punch, right, at a person that's 6 feet tall, right, and say that punch hit them in the temple, and knocks them out, right. Now throw that same punch at a person that's 13 feet tall, with a larger head and a larger temple. You saying you're gonna knock that person out too?
First of all, a punch is totally different than a rock coming at you at the speed of a bullet.
I'm trying to explain something to you.
No, it's gonna be different. You're talking about a physical punch to a physical body. I'm talking about a rock that's coming at you as fast as a bullet.
I'm trying to explain something to you if you would listen.
Okay.
Just because, okay, if you throw that rock, right, and hit somebody smaller, you could kill them, right? But it doesn't mean that you're going to kill someone much bigger. People that size, their bodies are set up a little differently. And they got bigger bones and they can endure more pain. Okay. I don't think he would have killed them at all. I think he probably would have dazed them a little bit. But then again, how did he throw the rock? He slung it around?
He used a sling. Okay, let me pull up a picture. Let me see if I can find a sling type of like they use in the biblical days.
Was it a slingshot or was it the one where they were throw like put like a little cloth and spin it around?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think that would have killed Goliath.
Okay, if he uses to kill a bear, he uses to kill a lion. I think he had a pretty good chance with a Goliath.
Who said he used it to kill it? What? Who said all of these things?
He said those things. That's what shepherds had to deal with. Animals
Okay,
coming
well
after their
then.
sheep.
Okay, so then how big was David?
I don't know, typical teenage boy.
Okay, so what? He killed the lion. What, the lion was just sitting there minding his own business?
Probably the lion was charging at him.
Okay. See, this is why I have a hard time with these. So you ever see how a lion moves?
Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Let me see if this is a video of it. Slingshot, deadly weapon in ancient times. Let's see if I can get a video of it. Let's see. Okay. I probably end up having to read it. Okay. Slings, deadly weapons. Bible study. Pick up a stone, throw it. How far will you go? A fair weight if you're strong. But loop the stone in a sling, and you can make it much more powerful as a deadly weapon. In fact, as young David showed. Um, let's see. There's no way of knowing, but the sling was probably invented by shepherds to scare off predators, predatory animals circling their flock. Gradually, the sling made its appearance on battlefield as a weapon of war. It left the sling. It let the sling throw a stone a long way in any terrain, hilly as well as flat. It also can be fired up a slope, making it useful in assault of fortified cities. A slingshot had a great advantage of being easy to make. Its ammunition, sling stones, were provided by nature. This was important to Israelite tribesmen because the Phoenicians and the Canaanites, lord of the lands, forbade them the use of smelting and ironmongery. This meant that they could not produce metal weapons, a vastly limiting factor when facing an enemy with metal swords, shields, and armor. Its main disadvantage was that considerable training and experience were required to operate it with effective accuracy. See, skills. It is one thing to shoot off a stone from a sling, but quite another to hit a small target at a distance, as David had to do when he faced Goliath. What did the sling look like? The earliest sling looked rather like like a large eye patch. It consists of a small piece of leather or cloth with two cords attached to the opposite edge. The stone missile was placed on the material and the cord pulled taut so that the material became a kind of bag containing the stone. The bag was held by the left hand and the ends of the two cords held together by the right. The bag was then swung round and round and round several times above the head until it gains the required at which point one of the cords could be released and shooting the missile forward. The function of the sling was
Okay,
often
so
complementary to that of
okay,
a bow.
so of a bullet.
Well, they said of a bow, but that's that time period,
Of a bow.
Yeah, of a bow, like bow and
Mm-hmm.
arrows. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you can be killed by an arrow, you can be killed by a rock in a sling. But you got to have the skills and experience. Mostly
I
the
don't.
experience. And David had
I,
his experience guarding his sheep. He either
I don't
scared the
believe.
prey away, or he killed. He either scared the predator away, or he killed him. As
I
he
don't
got
believe
more
any
and
of
more
that.
proficient, he killed.
I don't believe any of that happens. I really don't.
All right. Auntie says a lot of these stories are mistranslated, so we can only take
Yeah.
their word until we see the original.
Exactly. I don't believe none of that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said he killed a lion and a
And a
bear.
bear.
Man, look. You ever see how these animals move?
Yeah.
If a lion is charging at you, right? You ain't stopping a lion with no rock.
Oh, if you get them right.
Get
And
them right
maybe
doing what you
they're
know.
proficient at using two rocks. It could be.
So
It's
so
possible.
what you're gonna do? What you're gonna do? Outrun them?
Well, probably the lion was intent on the sheep. So if the lion intention was on the sheep, he'll have time enough to swing that and and hit the lion in the right way.
I don't believe that.
Hmm.
So what is he, a superhero or something?
No, no, but
First of all, if a lion is charging you, that's a moving target. One. Two, his head is always bobbing and moving. So it's hard to get any kind of aim on his head.
hmm and who said necessarily that he was aiming for the head? He might have been aiming for the eyes. Hmm. But as I said, um, you gotta have the experience.
I don't believe these stories.
Okay, don't believe it. You don't have to
I
believe
don't.
it. You don't have to believe about David and Goliath, but
I don't.
the fact that the sling can kill a person. Now, Goliath was not moving around. In fact, he didn't take David seriously at all,
It can kill a person that don't see it coming.
or who don't take it seriously as a threat. That he actually took his helmet off. In fact, he took
It
most of
can
his armor
kill a
off. The only thing
person.
he had was a sword.
It can kill a person. During war, right? The slingers, right? They were ineffective. They were
Okay.
often put out there. They were often put out there for fodder. Because you know why? Because people had shields.
Uh-huh.
This fanciful story about some giant man getting taken
Okay.
out by some. I mean, come on.
Okay, it's nothing against the armor, but if the ego of the man is that he look at the sling and laugh, ha ha ha, that ain't nothing, and leg down his guard, put down the
What?
shield, take off the helmet, and taunt him, yes, he can be killed. So you can have all
So
the
you
armor in
actually
the world, but if you don't use it or you put it down because you don't think that man with a sling and a rock is a threat, you take off your own protective gear, then yeah, you're gonna be a dead man.
what if he caught the rock?
It's gonna be very painful.
Very painful.
Very painful.
Okay.
He better have a baseball club.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Oh, we see we got sidetracked for a moment. Okay. Let's go back to Kanye West.
So you made reference to the White Lives Matter T-shirt, which you brought out at Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Why did you do that, and what did it mean?
You know, I do certain things from a feeling. I just channel the energy. It just feels right. It's using a gut instinct, a connection with God, and just brilliance. You know, like as if you asked like Tanya Harding how she did the triple flip or the triple spin. Yeah. She was in so much practice that when it was time for her to skate in a competitive format,
Okay, stop.
it just happened. Like it happened outside of her.
Tanya Harding, isn't that the skater that put the hit out on the other girl's knee?
Okay, I thought that was the one that had the hit done on her knee.
I think that was Nancy Kerrigan that got hit.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, he chose Tanya Harding
Yeah,
as his.
see, this is this is dude. Dude is gone, or probably never was. Maybe this has been him all along, and he just pretended to be black. Okay, Tanya Harding. What about Gabby Douglas? You don't have anything with her?
Well,
Tanya Harding.
you see, right now, gym um, gymnast is being dominated by black women. So maybe he still think of ice skating as still a white sport.
Well, that's about to get dominated too. Okay. Well, I mean, cool. Go ahead.
Practice that happened in the real format, and that's what's happening. Is God is like preparing us for the real battles, and we are in a battle with the media. Like the majority of the media has a godless agenda, and the jokes in that work, and this whole like, oh yeah, he's crazy, and all these things, they don't work because the media has, they've also watch travesties happen, just even specifically to me, and just watch it and act like it wasn't happening, and they stay quiet about it.
What if they?
So, I want to answer the white.
Yeah.
I feel like someone caught what I was saying, the comparison to Tanya Harding about the White Lives Matter. My dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White Lives Matter, ha, 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, Dad, what do you think it was funny? He said, just a Black man stating the obvious. And, my dad doesn't listen to rap music. And he's like super educated. We opened up a water distribution center in the Dominican Republic together. He's like the original Steve Jobs, but he was getting blocked every which way with all of his ideas. And he didn't have an endless bank account, and he didn't have an Instagram. So all these ideas, he had to like take them back and compress them. Like my dad is the most brilliant person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him, because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal, and my dad would see certain things and say, we should do it this way, we should do it that way, and the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 Black children. And this is how fashion wants to, how they want to present her. So I know
Okay,
you get these questions.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Who was he talking about? His mother?
He was talking about his dad.
No, who was it? He said his mother was an actress.
She was an actress.
Yeah, he just said that. And who was the woman that has $40 billion put her ass out?
Okay, I don't think he's talking about his mother. His mother was a professor.
He just said she was an actress. So are you saying that he don't know what his own mother was?
Okay, maybe at one point she was, but she must have settled into being a professor you know, the English department, and they got part of the department is English, communication, media, and theater. So I guess technically he's right. She's an actress, but she's a teaching actress. I don't know if she did anything. If she did any jobs in the acting field. Let's see. Okay, because all I'm picking up is that she's a professor in English, writing, um, literature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see anything where she's an actress. You know, is she an actress in plays, actress in film, actress in theater? None of that. Okay, I'm not saying I know everything, but that's not what I'm picking up. So he must not have been talking about his mom. Let me back it up a little bit. I must have missed something. Cause hold on. Let me back it up a little bit. Listen one more.
Actress, so she was a liberal, and person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal, and my dad would see certain things and say, you know, we should do it this way, we should do it that way, and the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, you know, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview Magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 Black children. And this is how fashion wants to, how they want to present her. So I know you give these questions and I give you like these 3-part answers. Is this a cool format for you?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, cool.
And I am following it.
All right.
It sounds like he said his mom is a $40 billion, wait a minute, $40 million multi-billionaire.
He's talking about Kim.
Oh my goodness.
He said Kim, so he's talking about Kim Kardashian.
Okay. So he smoothly went from his mama to his mother. Oh my goodness. So he went from his mama took him away from his dad to Kim. Oh my goodness. He's a confusing mess.
Yeah, he was talking about Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she made that kind of money. 40 billion.
Mm-hmm.
He said billion, didn't he?
Yep. And I was like, is that why his mom was doing plastic surgery? She was having her behind out in the magazines.
Well.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, hey, decent Tavlo. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Okay. So instead of saying Kim is a liberal, also he said she's a Christian. Okay. You gotta really listen to him. I mean, cause I'm intently listening to him. He smooth went from his mama to Kim, and I missed it. Okay. I guess I should have watched it multiple times. All right. Yeah, Kim make that money. That's why she got her naked behind all over the place. She's doing what she do to make her money.
Okay, Kanye West sounds like somebody that's on crack. He's all over the place. Tucker Carlson knows it, but he don't care. Okay.
Okay.
Dude with this super celestial vision of life. Come on, man. Energy. When they start talking about energy, y'all, they gone. Okay. Their brain is fried. Soon you start hearing all of this, my energy is centered with your energy, and the energy in the universe is making us all one. I can feel your heartbeat. You can feel my heartbeat. When they start talking like that, they gone. Smoked out. Okay. Smoked out. So we're just gonna chalk this up to Kanye West is a nutcase. Candace Owens is white. So let's move on to 50 cents. Okay, then, because we're running short on time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So.
now
Oh,
what
yeah.
is this? Now, what is this Negro's malfunction?
Okay. So, okay, 50 Cent and his son got into it. You know, because hey, 50 Cent wasn't there for his son, but he's all over the place with his other son. So his oldest son, uh, he ain't trying to hear it.
Well, you know what? I saw some retaliation from 50 Cent showing the scene of him killing his son on Power.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That was in response to his son saying, "I'll pay you if it's about the child support. I'll pay you what you paid a month in child support if you spend some quality time with me." And his
speaking
response
of,
was in that clip.
speaking of that, you got some interesting audio about that, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Play the audio.
Okay. All right. Hold on just a second. I'm having a little issue here. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm moving slow today. All right. All right. All right. Look. All right. Okay. I had to switch gears on me, so I have to switch gears with it. All right. Here we go.
It's $6,700 a month.
Okay. And that came out top.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Right.
$6,700 a month, right? $6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I done the math. I've been in child support, bro. I went to jail for it. So I said, so hold on.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
$6,700 a month, right?
$6,700 a month, right?
You're talking about a Forbes lister. Hold on, wait, listen. You're talking about somebody that has problems with everybody. You can't just live in any neighborhood. $81K is not a substantial lot of money.
Hold on.
You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to just take care of you. She got to take care of you. $700. Where's her $6,700 to go with?
It's $6,700 a month.
Now y'all got 12,
Oh
1300,
my
now
God.
13,000 a month.
Oh my. See, hold on. Yo, choke. This is where you get it. This is where it goes down a bad path, brother. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, bro, 6,700. If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with 6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With 6,700, I can.
You
with
have
6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the
I'm
from Edo budget. 6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm
month,
saying.
nigga.
I'm comparing it to yourself.
With 2
kids.
kids.
This is what I'm saying to you. Choke, this is where you're going wrong. You got to stop comparing it. You comparing it to yourself, bro. You comparing it on your standard of lifestyle, bro. You cannot do that. Can't do that. Listen, Choke, I jumped out of a burning house, brother. I had nothing.
Okay. Now y'all.
I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right? And I had to rebuild my life over with 6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now. It's girls that's getting $200 a month, child.
I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right?
Okay, that's how it ended. He got into a discussion with this dude who was taking 50 Cent's side, and 50 Cent felt that he took that his son took his mom's side, and wasn't seeing it his way. So I think that was the beginning of it. Yeah, 50 Cent's older son had a solution to mend his relationship with his famous dad, offering a chunk of his child support money to buy back some father-son QT. ICYMI 25-year-old Marquez Jackson has been getting roasted online for an Instagram argument where he claimed, that's what we just heard, that 6,700 wasn't enough cash flow for his mom to take care of him. Not many people can relate to having an additional 80,000 K per year, but Marquez is adamant it wasn't enough. He taken it so far, he even flipped his dad's infamous broke IG photo to spell out entitled for all his haters. Yeah. Yeah. 50 Marquez had been unfortunately trading shots in the public, so it seemed unlikely the hip hop mogul would take his seat up on the offer. Amid the latest back and forth, he found time to respond by his alter ego, Kanan, his character from Power, and post the chilling scene where the character killed his son after a dispute. Hold on a moment. Okay, everybody. Sorry about that. Max gonna have to step away for a moment, taking care of some business. Okay. Back to where we were. Okay, my peoples. Okay, so yeah, the back and forth. He found okay. He came in. He answered with his power, character, alter ego, and posted chilling scene where the character killed his son after a bitter dispute. I wouldn't think that was bitter, you know. So not a good sign for a father child reunion and some cold-blooded parenting for sure. Yeah. Let's see. We'd be living good if I got that much from my dad in child support when I was growing up. Because they don't tax child support. 4K, 6K, shoot. I know people that think 1,600 is good. Shoot, they'd be happy if they see 1,000. Okay, but still, he was. You gotta understand, he was born. He came into the world when 50 cents, was rising up. So it's 50 cents fault that he thinks 6,700 ain't enough. That's part of it. You get a child used to a certain lifestyle, you know, then he's expecting that lifestyle to continue. Not to mention there has been some incidents, like the house they were living in burned down. I mean, total. It was total. So that's what he's talking about when he said that he had to uh redo his life all over again, and because he came back from a fire, you know. So yeah, there are some kids um of celebrities who have unrealistic expectations. So to them, it don't seem like a lot. But he's trying to say you cannot compare to other people's circumstances. Like yeah, because and also the cost of living in different areas and celebrities compared to regular people. You know, um exactly, decent Pablo. Yes, yeah, he grew up in a mansion, pretty much. You know, yeah, the original house that they had before it got burnt down. Yeah, hmm yeah, so yeah. In 2020, most people make a 1K a week before taxes. I live in Virginia, grew up north, and they make more. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember, where was he living at that time? Was he still in Queens, New York, or was he in Los Angeles? Yeah, I'm trying to remember and stuff like that. So yeah, so so it's children getting caught celebrity ism. Yeah, but the son himself, he's kind of following his dad's path. Let's just hope he doesn't follow his dad's path to the point where he has children that um that he has with women he don't love or don't care for, or he become a father when he's not ready to be a father, or have to pay child support, or you because you and the ex is breaking up badly, the kids get caught in the middle of y'all battle, and then you want to get mad because they seem to not be taking your side. mm, just just because some people grew up poor don't mean everyone has to. Exactly. What was the square footage mean after taxes? That's like 700. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and then imagine that being cut in half. But yeah, yeah. So and with 6,700 a month, Oh, they did the calculation. That was about 80,000 a year. Um, yeah, and okay, so he's angry at his son because he feel like his son took his mama's side. They had a back and forth, but to send your child a clip um of a character you play who killed his son after an argument of a dispute, a disagreement, that's your child. But as someone says, uh, how the man feels about the woman is how he'll feel about the child, especially when he's no longer with that woman or the woman leaves or whatever. Because he he shows all his quality sign with his other son, and as far as I know, him and that woman is no longer together. But what he didn't love the first woman, so he don't love the child. He begin to resent the child because it's attached him to a woman. It was just supposed to be about sex, or because he's angry at the woman, he's angry at the child. That don't make no sense. And even though the young man is grown because he's what 23, 25, he's still your child. You the elder, you the older, you the parent. You could have either took him up on the offer and said, okay, 67, we're going to do some quality time. Could have took an opportunity to, get to know your son again and see why and stuff like that. Or you could have said, no, it's not about the money. Okay, let's take this out of social media and we're going to spend some quality time and we're going to get to know each other again. Okay? Or don't say nothing at all. It's like, if it's a no, don't say nothing. Or just leave it at a simple no. Why you have to do the extra of of killing your child through Avatar? That's pretty much what he did. Okay, let's see. People always want to expect black children to suffer and grow up having less than. You have a source that told you that, or you just let it? No one is saying that, Mika. You're being disingenuous. I don't know. I don't know. Just okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm posting y'all conversation all over the place. Okay. I don't know. Just know circle in. It's plenty. If my circle was different, I probably feel the same way. The same way amount that group. No one wants Black History poor. You just make so few people. Okay, so well, you got a young man that's saying 6,700 is not enough. It was not enough for him growing up, especially if he was used to a lot more when his daddy was there. And then you had the additional things like the house burning down, the public disputes between the mother and the father, and him putting a squash on things that the mother's doing to earn income. So maybe to that child, because he was raised for at least 12 years under 50 cents. It was 12. He was 12 years old when his parents broke up. And because he wastes 50 cents wastes his energy battling with the mother, he transferred his anger to the mother to the child. You don't think the child felt that? Let's see. We're all expecting for folks to do good, and then we look at the reality of most communities. I bet that if the Asian baby mom was getting it, no one would care. Both 50 and the moms both are to blame for the situation. Yeah, in that sense. But I say don't waste energy arguing with a young man who says 6,700 is not enough. Probably in his mind it wasn't. He's gonna find out differently. He's going out in the world. He's making his own money. That he can afford to give his dad 6,700. You know, for quality time. So he said, and 50 Cent killed it, that it was more important to him to have the quality time with his dad than 6,700 a month. He was willing to pay it back, you know, just to kill, whatever hard feelings he had because he had to pay child support. Let's see. Okay, you would not even respond to my son on the internet. Exactly. Yeah, but you see, all this is all in social media, so people are making comments on it and stuff like that. That should have. Okay, so the son did it first because he said 6,700 wasn't enough. In a social media conversation with this guy, and then when he's like, okay, so you're angry about the child support. Okay, then how about this? I'll pay the child support back to have quality time with you. You either say yes or you say no. Or you can leave it as saying nothing at all. Shoes. Yeah, those are the three choices. But to put the nail in the coffin with that avatar and the killing of the son, oh my goodness. So everybody's gonna comment on it. And yes, as the parent in the situation of the two adult men, yes, 50 Cent is going to be looked at badly. He's going to be looked as a deadbeat dad because deadbeat dad is not about the money. It's about the time you spent with your child, quality time, getting involved in their lives. Yeah, the money is to take care of the necessities. The money is paid, basically shelter, food, clothing. That's what the money for. But the other thing that makes 50 cents a deadbeat dad is the quality time. And he killed it. He shows how deadbeat he is by sending that footage in response to the boy saying, okay, I'll pay the 6,700 a month for quality time. Since the issue seemed to be child support, but that ain't what it is. These men do not want, and a lot of men do not want to acknowledge, because 50 hates the mom, he now hates the son. He don't even see himself in the child no more. Everybody else can see it. The son looks just like him. No, all he sees is uh, that's that woman's son, the woman I can't stand. Yeah, decent. Yeah, the relationship was ruined early, but there was opportunities to mend it. The son put out the offer. That could have been opportunity to mend it. That could have been opportunity to reform a relationship. And 50 Cent just killed it. So yeah, that's why I say 50 is a deadbeat dad. Not because he didn't pay his child support. It was this tells me he's a deadbeat dad. He forgot or he killed the love he used to have for his son. How fickle is his love for his son that he's mad at his son. He's mad that his son is not on his side. The relationship is broken. And yet he stopped loving his son. You can be mad at a person and still love them. But that's the thing. I don't think his son hated him. His son was mad at him. I don't think his son said he hated him. If he did, let me know. Did his son say that before 50 Cent sent that video? So, yeah, well, he probably might hate him now, but as far as I could tell, his son didn't hate him. His son was just mad at him. He was just hurt. He was just angry. No. Think back. I had to think about it. Yes, when he was littler, he had a relationship with his dad. He wanted to be like his dad. He thought his dad was a superhero because he survived some bullet shots. Wait a minute. Yeah, didn't 50 Cent get 50 Cent had gotten shot up and he survived 2 attempted drive-by shootings on him. So he thought his dad was a superhero, couldn't be killed. I thought all this. They had a relationship in the beginning, but I guess it was easier when he was younger, when he was still a child. Once he started becoming a teenager, he became difficult, and so I love him less and less. Maybe that's why 50 Cent is all over his present son, because right now that child is still a child. How old is he? 5 years old. Same age as 50 oldest son. When he still had a good relationship. As far as I know, he still had a good relationship past 5. So it's been going on for a while. Yeah, but I still think they should have tried to work something out. They should have kept it out of it. Okay, if the son is blasting him on social media, don't acknowledge him. It's like, I ain't talking to you over the internet. You want to talk? You know how to reach me. You know how to call me. And all kind of other stuff. So, so we're going to see over the years as this present child becomes a teenager and becomes difficult. Okay, so his oldest son was 12. Wait a minute. Between 50 Cent and Marquez, I don't know. I'm assuming it was 12 because that's when the breakup with 50 and the boy's mother. So, I wasn't paying attention to 50 Cent like that. So, I kind of forgot about him. But yeah, I remember thinking it was so cute that the boy was thinking his dad was Superman because he survived getting shot multiple times, more than once. Yeah. And sometimes, sometimes children will go with the mother, but if you really, really want it, over time they'll come. I had a friend, her parents broke up. her dad was always trying to get her to come spend time with him every summer, and he would tell her no. She would tell him no, she wasn't ready. I thought she was crazy, cause I wouldn't give my dad to say that. And eventually, when she's about 12, 13, she started spending more time with her dad and his peoples and stuff like that. And they have a good relationship. Go to the court for visitations. Oh, well, I guess the court had to be more involved because the situation was so volatile. Um, the court had to go into it. Mm-hmm. I'm not even certain what the breakup was about. Was he fooling around? She wasn't taking that anymore. Upset. I have no idea. Did he break it off with her? I don't know. But hey, so anybody want a deadbeat dad out there? You can get him for 50 cents. Yeah, they're all out there. You just and they're not just deadbeat. They're not just deadbeat for money. They deadbeats because they don't want any involvement with their children. Yeah, if he was paying child support, the court was already involved. Well, not necessarily, because if everything was cool, they could have handled it outside the court. Just say what their payment plan. I know of a few men who they never went to court. They sat down with their ex or significant other, depending on where the relationship at, and say, okay, uh, find out what would need and stuff like that, and this is what the pay. Um, yeah, paid child support out of his own pocket, then go through the court. Court never knew anything about it. Just that um, shoots. I don't even think the court even knew they had separated or divorced or whatever. They didn't bring the court involved into it, or knowing him, he had people in law that he could talk to. He probably just put, this is our plan for the children and stuff like that. I paid this much a month, the rent, and this much rent, or I have a house, they have the house. um I'm turning the house over to them, and then additionally I'm paying this for the care of for the child support, you know whatever. But hey, we already know with 56 it was court order, because the court got involved in their breakup. It was so horrible from what I heard. Okay, so hey everybody, I'm gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a night. Oh, you've been through it. Decent. Okay, was it a bad breakup, or was it a good breakup? You know? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting all into your business, decent. I'm sorry. But yeah, sometimes yes, I agree. There are good mothers and fathers and there are bad mothers and fathers. But it depends on. Sometimes it's starting to become like almost in the eye of the beholder. Okay, okay. So it's always bad when you have to go to court. Yeah. I have a cousin who's a judge in family court. Yeah, she gets frustrated with these parents, and she said it's not one over the other. It'd be both of them. Sometimes it'd be one, but they both involved in some kind of way. Yeah, so she gets them to sit down and hash out a plan. You know, and she been to some bad ones where where the parents couldn't be in the same room without going at each other. So they had to figure out who could be who did they both trust and stuff like that. Could I think in one case the sister of one had to bring the child over to the grandmother of the other. Neither parent could go within range of the other parent. Otherwise, it'll be a big traka, and the police will call. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming up. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow for ladies' night. Peace, power, and unity. Oh. I didn't even have my music set up. Shame on me. Here we go. All right, so yeah, mothers become primary. You gotta prove a mother is a bad mother because it's it's hard to accept that there are bad mothers out there, and don't mean they're not there. You know, it's just that you gotta really, because at certain ages the mother is the primary care. Mothers get all kind of chances and support programs and aid, etc. Fathers get child support and visitation if they're lucky. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, but then that's the thing. Y'all keep blaming the women for the laws. Y'all, the men got to change the laws or the way things are done in child support. Because if they want things to change. But no, women can be. It's just that most men don't know what to do or how to ensure about it, or how to get evidence of. And they so busy hollering about she's so called spending the money on things. They're not showing evidence. They're not making them show the receipts of where she's spending the money and all that other stuff. Well, and then again, we got state by state differences on top of that. So yeah, that'll happen too. Yeah, and you gotta blame the men. The other men created these laws. Yes, women asked for some, or there's been some abuse or some in the past that it went too far the other way. Hey, Slim Duncan. Okay, all right. Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna say goodbye. We finna leave, Slim, but thank you for coming. All right, y'all. Peace, power, and unity. Uh, let's leave out with some music. Right? Yeah. T, let's go before the trolls. Okay. All right. Bye bye.